I'm going to make a statement today. Mike was not cleared by the NCAA for this season. We're working with the NCAA very closely. I think the most important thing here for Mike is, his adjustment to college, us surrounding him with love and care, and helping him along his journey. And I would say that about all the student athletes that we have here. I think it's the Penn State way. We want to make sure that he's going to thrive on and off the floor. And we feel really good about it. And Mike's doing a great job to date. The second thing I would say is, what an honor it is to be on a sideline with Dan Earl, who I played ball with, who I've watched play. We recruited in the same circles. I was able to spend a lot of time with him. And what a class act, class guy. It's great to have someone like that come back to your arena. And it was really special for me. A little bit emotional for both of us in the beginning there when I handed the ball to him. And I'm sure he felt that way as well. His team plays like he played. Plays hard, tough nose basketball. And I think they're going to be good as they continue to go on here. Really, really good. Gave us a definite scare towards the end there. And that's a credit to him and his coaching. And I think they'll find a lot of success in that league. I'll open it up there.
Pat, is Mike still enrolled in school?
Absolutely, yep.
Are you looking at this as a redshirt type situation? How is this working?
You could say that. I think the most important thing is him adjusting to college life, getting his feet underneath him. The structure that we have here for our players, it's not easy. But he's here, he's excelling in the classroom, he's doing some great things.
And what does he have to do to get eligible?
At this point, it's up to the NCAA, so we'll work closely with them.
Is he still able to practice, Pat?
Again, it's up to the NCAA. We're going to continue to look into that.
Taylor and Banks showed a lot of, more post-game today, and while that was probably due to VMI size, it's nice to know that they can both do that when both guys come out.
You know what, Jeff? I didn't hear the first part of it. I'm sorry.
They both went inside.
Who are you talking about?
Taylor and Banks.
Yeah.
And while I think that was due to the matchup, is it nice to know they can both do that when they can give you perimeter shooting? Yeah. I'm not. I've been boasting about how well we've been shooting. We shot 5 for 19. But, our goal was to go inside and put pressure on the paint. I felt like we did that. I felt like we did a pretty good job of that. I'd like us to get to the free throw line a little bit more and shoot a better percentage, but I felt like we put a lot of pressure on the paint, and that's the idea. I think Brandon Taylor has basically said, hey, this is who I'm going to be now. I'm going to be very versatile, and I'm going to go inside, I'm going to go outside. And I thought Peyton Banks did a tremendous job of driving the ball early in that first half to get us closer to the one-on-one. I think you're going to see teams do a lot more of that. Just to stay out of the one-on-one. I mix up my defenses as well because of that, because they're going to call it so closely. And I didn't feel like it was a foul barrage like some of the games I've watched over the last 24 hours. I thought it was pretty clean for the most part. And there were veteran officials, though. We had really good officials on this game. But Taylor and Banks were definitely bright spots as far as playing Penn State basketball and doing the things that we wanted to do against VMI.
The job you guys did defensively in the first 10 minutes of the second half, how important was that, given that you weren't necessarily shooting particularly well?
Yeah, you look at all these upsets last night, right, Mark? And it was crazy. So I just felt like we needed to keep getting stops. I thought they did a pretty good job on the offensive glass. We did a better job in the second half. I think we gave 8 in the first half and 2 in the second half. So that was pretty good. But, we're going to rely on our defense to win games and our rebounding to finish off plays. But a lot of positives to only give up 24 points in the first and 26 in the second, where they averaged over 80 points last year, and they averaged 11 threes last year. So I know that number 7 for 22, for me, 7 might be a little too much, especially in the Big Ten. But for the typical amount that they make, the defensive side of the ball was very positive.
What can Reeves do for your defense this year?
Man, he's pretty good, right? Really talented. He's got great instincts. He's really long. He's really active. He's really athletic. He starts off the game with 2 steals. And he had, when they started making the run, just around the 4-minute mark, just under the 4-minute mark, he comes up with another couple steals. And we got to finish that I call it a Celtic drill. It's odd man rush. So we got to finish those rushes. We need a better percentage of that. But for the most part, he's going to get in passing lanes, and he's going to wreak havoc on a lot of offenses.
Brandon talked about having to finish stronger. You had some turnovers there that you really hadn't had all game. How was that disappointing, or how do you look at that?
You know what? I think it's all part of the process of where we are with young guys and trying to play 10 guys. And we just got to keep taking steps. I'm disappointed with the turnovers, but they happen. And we got to watch film tomorrow and get better from it and see where we can correct, see where I can do a better job of putting them in position to be successful. And then we need guys to help their team be great teammates. You know, come meet passes, do the little things. We definitely lost a little bit of our energy there for a couple minutes, but that's all a part of this learning and getting better for me and our team.
You have 5 guys with 5 or more rebounds. Is that the kind of effort that you think you need to replace what Rothrock did?
No question, Ben. I thought we could have added 1 or 2 guys in double figures, really, with some of the long rebounds. I thought 32 for them is a horse. He did a great job. He was all over the glass. And he would go out of his area and go get long rebounds. I was really impressed with his effort on the offensive glass. But as far as our guys, they have so many guys between 5 and 6. That's what we've been preaching. You know, we lost Ross Travis, 3rd leading in the history of rebounds in Penn State history. So it's going to have to be by committee, and we saw that today.
You mentioned the three-point shooting. Did you like the threes and the looks you got from there, and you just kind of need some more to fall then?
You know what? I didn't think we took maybe 1 or 2 that maybe been 1 or 2 ill-advised, but for the most part, I thought we took really good threes. Some in-rhythm, open threes that just didn't fall. You know, I like where our threes are. I'd like to see us get to the free throw line a little bit more. I think we need to stay in that region of 12 to 15 threes a game and shoot a better percentage and give ourselves a chance. But I'd like to see us get to the free throw line a lot more.
You went kind of comfortably, but only 4 assists in the game. Was that just a factor of guys missing some of those threes you're talking about?
Yeah, I think so. Don't you, Mark? I felt like, again, I feel like we shared the ball. You know, I'm using the term move the floor. And I felt like we got the ball side to side. I thought we put pressure on the paint by put it into the post. Our guys, you know, maybe took 1 or 2 dribbles, so you're not going to get an assist there. We went to the free throw line, you're not going to get an assist there. And then when you do make that extra pass, we didn't make that open shot. So not too concerned with the 4 assists. I'm really proud of the 9 turnovers, though. We had 23, 18 in the last couple scrimmages. And for us to make a dramatic improvement like that is exciting, because now we're not just giving points away. Now we're taking care of the basketball. Penn State is not hurting Penn State. Dono.
His statistics aside, Peyton seems a lot more confident on and off the ball. Is that basically why he is out there with the role that he does?
He's our best defender. He's 6'5". You know, we're really long, and VMI is really quick, really fast, but we're long, so they can't get those uncontested shots off that they normally get because of our length. Even if we're off a little bit, we're 6'5", we're 6'6", we're long, and Peyton knows exactly what we're doing. He's in year 3. He knows exactly what we're doing. He knows exactly where to be, and he earned it. I've said in the last couple of weeks he did not start 1 scrimmage. And he earned it and kept his head up and kept working, kept tapping at that stone, and he earned himself a starting position. You know, his three-point shooting is not going to blow you away, but if you look at his stat line, it's pretty good.
I know you always talk about playing Penn State basketball and what that means to you, but how tough is it to prepare for, you played Army before at Penn State,
Yeah.
How tough is it to prepare for a team like VMI and the military institutions when you know you have them outmatched on paper?
Well, they're scary to me. First of all, they got a great coach, and you know that one day they might be fighting for our freedom. So they're not going to quit. They're going to play for 40 minutes, and they're going to play extremely hard. These guys are in ridiculous shape. So they're scary. Army was scary a few years ago. That became a nail-biter, and this was about to get there, but we calmed the storm a little bit, calmed the seas. So, you know, for me, sitting down last night with only 1 scrimmage to watch and really not knowing what they're going to do, you know, it's kind of like you're guessing what they might do. We go back and watch a little bit of Navy and see what they did there, and you kind of see what they did last year with their old coach and kind of try to put a formula together that we think that they might use during the game.
Coach, is there anything that you said after that or during that first time out, because it looked like the team started a bit kind of quick and overly aggressive. Did you say anything specific to calling them down? Because they looked smooth sailing after they came out of that huddle.
We were jacked up. You gotta understand, we've been up here 6 months playing against each other. And a couple of scrimmages, we were jacked up. So we were jacked up today, and just take a deep breath. Everybody exhale. We've been using this power clap, calms everybody down. And I think we played a lot better. And I'm not going to say it's me. I think the seniors really helped with that, of just saying, hey, let's just let's play at our pace, not their pace.
Kind of going off of that, Brandon was talking about the ability to close out games maybe more leaderly like than you've heard him speak before. Do you see him sort of taking up even early on that kind of last ride kind of mentality?
There's no question. He had a great week of practice, and his leadership is shining through. You remember the emotional kid that we saw for the last 3 years? I didn't see that today. I saw a kid, on a couple N1s maybe, and that's fine to do. But I felt like he was dialed in. He was present. He was really helping the younger guys, really talking in a lot of huddles. You can see him talking out there, pointing, telling guys where they need to be. He's taking great steps, and he's making great strides in that.
And I know you've said everything you can about Mike, but is there an idea of a timeline? Is this the sort of thing where you feel like this is weeks or months that might get drawn out because the NCAA doesn't do anything particularly fast?
I trust me, I wish I could give you a definitive timeline. I just don't. I don't know. I have no idea.
Is there a timeline for you where you go from now he's eligible, but we're just going to save him?
Not really. I think things happen for a reason, and I'm looking forward to Mike excelling both on and off the floor.
Pat, you got a rebranded student section, the Legion of Blue.
Love it. Man, what a cool name. Legion of Blue. Sweet. They were awesome today. That was a great crowd, man. You know what? My guys couldn't hear me. I was trying to change some defenses on the fly. Now I got to go back to my postcards, put them up instead. I thought they did a great job, and I know they practiced the other night, and I know they came up with the name, and I saw the video, which I retweeted late last night. They were all getting fired up at center court. I thought they were awesome, and thank you for asking that question. They were terrific today.
You've been trying, and one of the things since you've been here is building the culture, and,
yep.
and things are going in the right direction in your eyes.
I thought it was great. I'm looking for attendance, and I think it's pretty good.
59.
Yeah, I'll take 6,000 down. Let's go. We round up here.
All right, it's almost 6,000. You got to be happy with it.
I was very pleased. Yeah, I thought the crowd was loud. I thought they were into it. I thought Kim Garner did a great job with the anthem too. Shep Garner's mom, she was awesome.
That kind of going off that, how do you think your guards handled, since you can't call timeouts in all situations, how do you think they handled that? Where it seemed like you were trying to yell at them to tell them to call.
Yeah, I don't even look at the refs anymore. I tell the players to do it. We've been working on it in practice, so I thought they did a really good job for the most part. They hear me. My voice is hurting right now. Trust me, they hear me.
Hey, Pat, going back to Dan, did you guys have much of a chance to talk while they were in town, or was there anything that you said to him before the game that you would want to share?
So I typically come here an hour and 15, hour and 30 minutes beforehand, and I don't normally go to the opposing coach's area, but I did. I knocked on the door. He came out. We talked for about 10 or 15 minutes, and had a good embrace, had a good chat, and talked to him about what he's going through. Talked to he knows Penn State so well. What we're going through, and it was great to spend some time with him. Thanks, guys.